Hello, and welcome to Everything Explained. I'm your host, and today we're tracing the history of Santa Claus. He's one of the most familiar figures in the world, yet the man in the red suit is built from a jumble of legends, poems, drawings, and ads. He embodies generosity, wonder, and a little bit of mischief. How did St. Nicholas become Santa? And how did that character spread from a small coastal city to rooftops in every country? We'll follow the thread from ancient saints to modern ads, and see how a simple gift bringer became a global symbol. The oldest thread starts with St. Nicholas of Myra, a 4th century bishop who lived where modern Turkey is today. He was famous for secret gifts to the poor, coins slipped into shoes, a basket of wheat left on a doorstep, quiet acts that people remembered and then told as stories. After his death, the saint's generosity grew into legends, and December 6th became a day for gift-giving in many places. Those early stories didn't make Santa a man in a red suit, but they planted the core idea, a benevolent helper who arrives with gifts and hope. As time moved through Europe, other gift figures joined the scene. In the Dutch world, Sinterklaas rode a white horse and carried a long book of good deeds, while Zwarte Piet helped hand out presents. Dutch and later American families kept these rituals alive, reshaping them in lighter, friendlier forms. In Britain, Old Father Christmas was a merry, feast-loving figure tied to winter celebrations. These variations show how many traditions can share one name for generosity, each imprinting a local flavor on the same basic impulse, to bring joy through giving. Then came the big turning point in the 19th century, the poem A Visit from St. Nicholas, published in 1823. In that poem, Santa arrives in a sleigh pulled by 8 reindeer, lands on the roof, slides down the chimney, and fills stockings with gifts. He's described as plump, jolly, and quick, a remarkable contrast to the austere saints of earlier centuries. This is the modern blueprint for Santa: a home in the North Pole, elves in a toy workshop, and a seasonal circuit that visits good children all around the world. Cartoonist Thomas Nast amplified that image in the late 1800s. His drawings gave Santa a specific look and a concrete home, the North Pole workshop, and the famous list of who is naughty or nice. Later, 20th century advertisers, especially Coca-Cola in the 1930s, helped popularize a bright red suit with white fur and a warm, twinkling smile. It's true that Santa's red coat was already present in earlier pictures, but the Coke campaigns helped fix this look in the public mind and keep it consistent across cultures and media. From there, Santa spread around the world in different languages. In France, he's called Père Noël. In Spain, Papa Noel. In Russia, Grandfather Frost dances on the winter stage with his granddaughter Snowgirl. The core idea remains: a generous visitor who brings joy and gifts to children. A later addition, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, arrived in 1939 and became a symbol of turning obstacles into opportunities. Santa can still deliver gifts, even when fog or bad weather makes the trip tricky. All of this isn't just pretty history. Santa's image has grown with commerce, media, and family life. He helps explain why people are kind, why kids behave, and why the season feels magical. At the same time, the figure has faced criticism for commercialism, for making Christmas about toys rather than togetherness. Yet the underlying message endures: generosity matters. Whether you tell stories of St. Nicholas, Father Christmas, Sinterklaas, or just Santa, the thread is the same: care for others and share what you have. So what does this long history teach us? It shows that Santa is a living story, always changing to fit new audiences, yet always circling back to the simplest truth: the joy of giving is bigger than any single tradition. He's a patchwork of people, places, and ideas that keeps getting remade by the next generation. That's why, in every culture, Santa still arrives as a sign of hope, wonder, and a reminder that kindness can travel far. If you've enjoyed this tour through time, remember, the next time you hear sleigh bells, you're hearing centuries of storytelling come to life. May your season be generous, your neighbors be close, and your belief in a little magic stay bright.